Guys, what is up? My name's Dean and welcome back. Now today what we're going to be watching is Impossible 1,000,000 to 1 odds, and we're going to be deciding whether or not it's actually 1,000,000 to 1 odds or if I've just baited you into clicking on another shit video. But I'm going to leave that for you to decide. So, without further ado, let's dive all the way in.
These moments had a 1 in a million chance of happening. Dropping things isn't a big deal on land, but if you're out in open waters, good luck getting your hat back. I thought he might turn the boat around, but he tried a more unique approach instead.
See, I don't know whether or not that's 1 in a million odds or whether or not that's just you've got too much time in your hands. Like, my guy knew exactly what he was trying to do and did it. I can't necessarily say that that's 1,000,000 to 1 odds. More just a lucky shot.
I don't know if he was aiming for the net or not, but kicking the ball into the trees definitely won't help. And again, if you're lucky enough, anything could happen. If you wipe out on a snowboard, you'll stay down for a bit.
Yeah, that was
mostly
pretty
true
gnarly.
anyway. Makes you wonder if this is just skill or plain luck.
Nah, he's definitely practiced that. That's bullshit.
Can be pretty dangerous. But instead of causing a crash, this wheel decided to go home. All it took was a slow roll down the hill and a perfect jump.
I suppose the odds of that are pretty slim.
This isn't one of this man's. I know that's hard to believe after this amazing display, but just look at the confusion on his face. He has no idea.
He's playing it off like he's confused, but he's clearly been there for the last 5 hours trying to get that. There's absolutely no shot he's just done that out of the blue. I fail to believe that. I'm sorry. Feel free to argue with me in the comments, but that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, how he did that. This guy was absolutely sure he'd just thrown his food on the floor, but that was just his perspective. That couldn't have ended better for him. Fishing typically requires lots of skill, well, most of the time anyway. This guy would say it's the easiest thing in the world, but fish don't normally catch themselves for
Man's just idling levels on RuneScape,
This guy was
bro.
all set to perform a backwards full court shot. The ball was on target, which is more than most of us could hope for. But instead of landing the perfect shot, he just missed it in the most incredible way.
Hang on a minute. That actually... that did go in though.
Could hope for.
For real,
Instead
for real.
Of landing
though.
the perfect shot, you just missed it in the most incredible way possible.
It did. It went in. It still went in.
Treats, but this girl wasn't
But
expecting
that's
to be
1,000,000
taken
to
away
1.
like that. Better luck next time, I guess. Don't try this at home.
Right, I'm sorry. The whole birds coming down to steal your food, that's not 1,000,000 to 1 here in the UK. That's like 1 in 2. You walk outside with any kind of food, you can guarantee there's a fucking... There's a pesky bird up in the sky trying to eye up your hot dog or your sandwich or your, just whatever it is you're eating. You can guarantee it wants it. I'm not calling that 1,000,000 to 1. That's bullshit.
Seriously, the chances of throwing a hammer in the air and having it land like that are little to none. I guess that's one way of getting the job done.
See, and again, it's not really 1,000,000 to 1 odds, is it though? Donny's just got far too much time on his hands. The guy from B&A Homes definitely needs to get on with his job and stop trying to land trick shots in my back garden. Not my back garden, but sure.
Trick shots take practice, but not even the greatest pool players are capable of this shot. It was pretty unfair for the ball to bounce out, but he was rewarded in the end.
You can see just by his reaction that that was completely random.
The first mistake was the guy heading straight towards him. The second was falling off the board. We've all seen some great...
Way There's no shot that happens.
Mistakes worked out this way. The first mistake was the guy heading straight towards him. The second was falling off the board.
Oh, that was sick. That's 1,000,000 to 1 chance.
Usually they're done on purpose. This one, not so much.
Yeah, boy.
The umpire usually doesn't get involved with the ball, but with this impossible shot, he didn't really have much choice. It's like the ball had a mind of its own. Some people are
it went
really
in
good
his
at
pocket.
taking
Yeah,
an
no,
opportunity
that's a very
this
rare
guy
chance.
did that in a literal way. When a bird flew a little too close to him, he took his chance. You've got to wonder how many times these kids tried this before it worked.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That is not 1,000,000 to 1 odds. That is 1,000,000 to 1 attempts before finally getting it right. I know that statistically balances it and actually technically makes it work, but it's not impossible 1,000,000 to 1 odds if you've spent most of your day trying to land the trick. Bullshit.
Of a perfect shot, no doubt about it. The best Jenga strategy anyone has is to play it safe. Don't do what this man's trying. You'll never win. Well, not unless you have the skills of a ninja like him.
Not unless you've got no
There's a
time
fine
on your
line
hands.
between perfect timing and bad luck. Just a few seconds extra and their tricks could have been ruined, but somehow they managed to miss each other by the tiniest of margins. Anyone who's
Oh
ever
my.
gone bowling before knows how unfortunate this is. That's not the way you want the pins to look. There's just no way to get them all.
Okay.
Unless you're a bowling
Okay.
wizard like this kid, then you can do anything. If you're
Man
working
hit the
out this way,
1-7-10
it's vital
split,
to have
that's
strong equipment. Otherwise,
big.
something like this can happen. I bet he was never expecting things to turn out that way, but I'll bet he's glad it
man
did.
just walked
We
away with a
often
free
see more
pull.
than we think we do. I don't think
I
this
like
guy
this
knew
clip.
he was watching, but the moment the clock fell, he jumped into action. That's
Yep.
what I call a perfect.
Not 1,000,000 to 1 odds, just perfect reactions. Could probably use you on my Valorant team,
Save.
bro.
I'm a bad boy.
Sometimes
He's
the
just
least
like, yeah, I
favorable
did that.
situations lead to the greatest of victories. When all else fails, just swing it. You never know. It might even work.
That-
Ever had
that
a
wasn't
close
even the
call?
direction he
Not
was
as close
aiming
as
in.
this one.
Oh.
After seeing this, you'll never play baseball
Oh.
without your helmet again. You could say she was staring death in
Yeah,
the
see, now
face.
that's the third
It's
time
the
I've seen
little things
something
that
like
count.
that.
The world isn't perfect, but if the life of just one dropped pizza can be saved, that makes it all worth it. Ever been
Zero
whitewater
fucks
rafting?
given, just
Everyone
threw
who's
the
tried it
pizza on
knows
the
how
thing.
terrifying it is. Here you can see why. Just imagine if he didn't flip all the way around. If you thought ping pong was repetitive, think again. I'll bet that was the last thing his opponent was expecting.
Okay, yeah, no, see, again, I'm gonna call that one bullshit too. That's not 1,000,000 to 1 odds. That's wasting your life playing with little balls. There's a list for people who do that, but... Yep.
This rapper was lucky enough to be caught on camera when this magical moment happened to him. At least he had the option to keep his hat the second time round. Never mind. In case you don't watch football, I'm here to tell you that penalties don't usually look like this. But I wish they did. The odds were definitely stacked against him, but this is goal defending at its finest. This guy was happy about his baseball skills and decided to end his batting with a flourish, but his full potential was revealed by mistake when the
Fake.
bat amazing.
Fake. Do not even at me in the comments. That is fake. That is bullshit. Get this shit off my screen.
Never take your eye off the ball. That's even more true if you're a goalkeeper. I guess this one was a bit
Oh,
too
no.
busy celebrating to notice the ball slowly bouncing into the net.
Does
Here's
that
a kid
count?
discovering he has a unique
I mean,
talent.
the
I don't
play
know
was
what else to
technically
call it.
over.
Nobody else could pull off a shot like that, but he doesn't just
Same.
do it once. He pulls it off again with the very next ball. He seems just as shocked as everyone else.
Same.
In
Okay,
sport, everything
that's
can
1,000,000 to
change
1.
in the blink of an eye. That seems to be what happened here. Who would have thought that blocking the ball could lead to such confusion? There have been so many great catches in baseball, but this one's definitely up there with the greats.
Oh my!
He even realized he caught the ball. I wonder if he meant to do that.
Again, though,
Contestants have-
not really 1,000,000 to 1. Just really, really good timing. It's not 1,000,000 to 1. It could happen to anyone. It probably might happen in less than 1,000,000 more shots. Gonna call that one out as bullshit.
have to stop the clock as close as they can to 9.91 seconds. Check out how this guy nails the perfect score. If you thought reaching the
shit.
other side of the pit was impossible, this guy just proved otherwise. Never in a million years would I have thought that's humanly possible.
It
There's a
is
fine
humanly
line between
possible.
great
My guy
stunt
just
and
switched
horrible
gravity off
accidents.
briefly.
This snowboarder found that out the hard way. How many times can you spin around before you start getting dizzy? Now try landing a basketball shot. Or better yet, you could try doing it like this guy.
Man
I don't know
twerked
how,
it
but I
into
could
the
watch it
fucking-
forever.
Into the net.
You'll
Nah.
never win.
See, that's not 1,000,000 to 1. That's literally just too much time on your hands. Go and get a job.
A football match if you don't know where the ball is. But sometimes things just fall into place. Like the ball fell into this player's arms without him even realizing. It didn't matter, he still got the points. Ice skating can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. He
I
can
like ice
clearly
skating.
skate. It's the showing off he has
Oh,
a problem
shit.
with. No matter how much you prepare for something, things aren't guaranteed to go well. But once in a while, they actually do.
Not 1 in a million. Too much time on your hands. Go and get a job, Donny. That's all I'm saying.
It doesn't matter how many times you practice something, it's bound to go wrong eventually. But you better hope that when that time comes, you have as much luck as this guy.
Yeah, no, that was
I don't know how many
pretty
things
sick.
needed to be perfect for this moment to happen, but they all happened in exactly the
Way
right
I.
time. That kid can't believe his luck. Dogs are pretty great escape artists. Surely no dog's getting over that, right? Oh well, better luck next time. Pole vaulting always looks
That's
dangerous.
not really 1,000,000 to
Jumping
1
and
though, is
big
it?
sticks aren't a good combination. Nothing
Oh.
ever goes wrong though, right? Well, this pole
Oh.
vaulter had a pretty close call.
Oh,
Luckily,
that
only
was
his toes
very
were harmed.
close.
Look at me, I'm flying! Oh, no, wait, maybe not.
If you do the same thing every day, you'll get good at it. But
Exactly.
the chances of nailing this on the first
Nah.
attempt are second to none.
Nice.
Sometimes
But he
you're
does
just
that
in the
every
right
single
place at
day,
the
so
right
that's not
time.
really
Who would've
million
thought
and
sitting
one.
so close to the court could lead to such great rewards.
Cool.
I wouldn't even know where to start with this Rubik's Cube, but this guy's a pro. He was able to solve it before the other guy even picked up his own. Bowling isn't too complicated, unless you do things like this guy. The way he threw the ball made his chances of getting the final pin almost impossible
Excuse me?
until he actually did get it by some sort of luck.
You
I'm not
can't
too sure who
really
the lucky
make
one
that
is
shit
here.
up, can
the guy
you?
who
That
wiped
was-
out on his
that
board
was,
or the girls he nearly crashed his board into.
Yeah,
What
that was-
even
that
were
was
the
very
chances
lucky.
of their steps lining up so perfectly like that? You can already see what's about to happen here. If the hook on the crane falls, both the man and the sports car are in danger, except it missed by an inch. The odds were against that driver for sure. Practice makes perfect, but I think you need some talent too. This girl has both. I don't think I could ever do this, no matter how much practice I get.
I can't even hula hoop properly, never mind with fucking...
You can bet
Five
these
of
two
them.
people had no other option than to throw their mattress off the building, but they definitely never expected it to work this well.
Now
We've
jump in the
seen
car.
basketball trick shots before, and we've seen water bottle
Bullshit.
tricks too. But have you
Bullshit.
seen them
He's sitting-
combined?
he's
Probably
practiced
not. It's
this
just a little too difficult
every
to pull
day
off,
for the
unless
last
you're
week.
This guy.
There's no way
It's
this
not
guy's
so
doing all
easy
these
to
in
serve
one
next to
shot.
someone like this, but amazing skills always help. This man saw a wipeout as an opportunity to try out something new.
What, just steal the other Donny's board? Holy shit. Well, that was Impossible Million to One odds. If you did like the video, please feel free to hit that like button. If you are new around here and you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe. It would help the channel out massively, as I want to start getting this channel back up on the road again. And yeah, anything else you want to see, please just leave a comment down below and we'll get round to it. So yeah, peace.